Hello everyone and welcome to Coffee Chat with CASASC. Thank you for joining us. And again, this is a semi-weekly show that we have every Tuesday and Friday with various guests, and definitely please feel free to connect with us in the comments down below or beforehand. Send us a DM, whatever works best for you. Today we have Sadia Khan with us here, and she is the Police Community and Support Worker for our agency. So she's going to tell you a little bit about what she does in a second, but I'm going to first segue into BYOM, bring your own mug. Again, I have the same mug, sorry. That was my screw up. But Sadia brought an awesome looking
I did, yes. Would you like me to tell you just a little bit about my mug? So this is a very special mug, and it says Greece right there, and it's a mug from Starbucks. So the story behind this mug is my daughter, her name is Ursula, and the meaning and the origin of her name is from Greek, Latin word as well. So she actually visited Greece last year, and she went to the Starbucks there and bought this mug, and she was so excited when the barista there pronounced her name correct, and she was very, very excited. So this is just a little bit of a story behind this special mug that I have today.
And you're drinking tea, not
I'm
coffee.
drinking green tea, yes I am.
Smells really good. So again, yeah, hopefully you can join us with your own mug of whatever you have going on and connect. So, yes. Like I said before, yeah, this is Sadia. So she's going to tell you a little bit about what she does here with CASASC.
Yeah, so I am going to start with just a little bit about what the program is about and how it came about, and afterwards I'll go into the services that we provide, and then we will follow up with really good information afterwards, and I'm sure Sarah might have a few questions for me as well. So I have my notes written here. I'm going to read off from them, and I will go off with my own experience of being in this job for a year and a half now. I love doing what I do, and I'm so humble and just so grateful to be here, to be having this chance to do what I really, really do enjoy doing. So I'm going to start off with Police and Court Support Program. It provides support from really anti-oppressive, intersectional, trauma-informed, person-centered framework. So this is how we have set up the framework. It's about very, very focused on our clients. It's very much focused on what the needs of the clients are. So just to let you know quickly, and I will go into details a bit more, is that some of the services that I provide is accompaniment to the court, advocacy for individuals and families who choose to report and to really engage in the legal system, and who might be in the court process or might be starting the court process as well. And it's really up to the clients. It's very much option-based. It's very much presenting what is out there and just really determining what the needs of our clients are. So I help answer questions about options around reporting, options around legal system, because we know of the very low reporting rate that takes place and the very high attrition rate for the sexual assaults. So that do proceed to the court, or that actually do end up in the court. So this is why this program and the services must exist, is for those reasons. So in Central Alberta is where we provide support, not necessarily just in Red Deer. We cover Central Alberta area, and I provide advocacy. I walk along with my clients, and the clients specialized is, we call this because it is specialized for sexual assault clients and victims and survivors. And we know that sexual assault cases has the lowest reporting rate. 3% of crime in Canada. So those are really, really, really low rates. So of course with each unreported sexual assault, there is an offender that is not being accountable. And this of course has a direct effect on the safety of our community. And we must make sure that we are getting reporting in and we're providing these services and eliminating the barriers where the clients feel comfortable in coming in and reporting. So, do you have any questions for me so far, Sarah? And then I'll just keep reading my notes off. And
I think it's great. Yeah, let's continue telling everyone. Yeah.
Okay. I will do that. So criminal justice outcomes for the crime of sexual assault are also a concern, resulting overall in conviction rate. The rate of violent crime has decreased in Canada over the past 10 years, with the exception of the crime of sexual assault. So the research and the frontline workers' experiences tell us that the survivors of sexual assault, especially the most that are vulnerable and with complex needs like homelessness or addictions and poverty that come into play. So those are those are a lot of barriers, and they're the ones who are often impacted. And those are a lot of intersectionalities exist around that, and those are the marginalized identities that are affected by this crime. So we want to make sure, and we know the sexual assault victims benefit emotionally and psychologically from specialized and consistent services, having one person in their life when they're going through the reporting program or when they're going through the reporting process and engaged in the legal system. It's really important that they have one main person that they can come and rely on, and really just have that person there for them throughout the whole process. And that is why this is very much specialized court support.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess this would beg the question, are the courthouses still open right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can people still access these type of services with you during this time period?
Yeah, so during this time period, I am available through email, through phone call. You can call our office through our cell phone numbers, and 24/7, the 24-hour text and web chat as well. Now, the court process as of now, everything has been pushed to 10 weeks, has been forwarded on. But however, in saying that, if there are special circumstances and special cases that are still going on, but as of now, it is 10 weeks of a process right now that it has been pushed on to.
Okay, so let's say I am a victim of a recent sexual assault. I could still report the incident to the police.
Yeah,
All of that still is just as before. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you can certainly call in. There are services that are still available. There will be a file that will be created. You will have access to speaking to someone. So we have all of that set up with our clients. We're still in contact. We work really closely with the Red Deer RCMP detachment. So all of those services are still available, but they're just still they're a little bit limited. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. So I wanted to go into some of the services that this program provides. So, for example, like Sarah said, if someone calls in and said, hey, this is what's happening, I may have a court date that's coming up, I don't know what to do, I don't know who do I speak to. So I would be the first contact person for that client. So what I do is I can just kind of make some information and find out some information in the kind of backdrop of situation, call the Crown prosecutor, find out what's happening, when the court dates are coming in. So initially I am the first contact person for that. And for me, I really provide unbiased legal options and saying, okay, this is what's available, tell me what's happening with you. If someone wants to report, I'm here for that. I can provide accompaniment to the detachment, or we do have some programs that are set up as well in our office. So those are some of the options that I can provide. And I'm really the liaison, kind of like the middle person, the advocacy person between the clients, so between the police and the Crown as well. And that is where I can make those phone calls and find out the information.
Right.
So we are also work with the clients on building of coping strategies. Once the court process has started, we have determined there are court dates that are set up. What I will do with my clients is that sit down with them, start the court prep process. Also, when the court dates are coming up, the court accompaniment as well. So I will always go with my clients to the court. We do a lot of court prep beforehand. I want to make sure my clients are going into the court feeling very confident. They know what is coming, what is going to happen. So those are some of the things that I definitely go through. And after court has completed, of course, the follow through, right? Afterwards, how are you feeling? What's happening? Here at CASASC, we have therapists. There's a lot of support systems that are set up for our clients just to make sure that they're feeling not just left alone after the process as well. So there is someone there to support them. Yeah.
Okay. So during this time period, a lot of us are stuck at home, and we're looking for that human connection. So what are some ways, that you would suggest for people to stay connected with friends and family, even though being kind of isolated?
Yeah, so we have core people in our lives. It's really important under the current situation. It's not the easiest situation, but as human beings, we're doing the best as we can with this human situation as well. So reach out to people, reach out to your person, have a conversation with them, have a coffee chat like we are today with them. We have so many outlets these days. There's Facebook, there is FaceTime, there is Zoom. I just did a Zoom meeting with all of my cousins just the other day because we can't meet each other and they live in Calgary. So just things like that, it makes a huge difference, and I know it did for us. And so we're like, okay, we're going to set up a Zoom meeting once a week for all of us cousins just to get together and just to see each other's faces.
Totally, and we did that, with our staff actually a few days ago. We had a virtual lunch, which was a Zoom meeting, and everyone just logged into the meeting at that time, and we were eating at the same time, awkwardly, but having a really good conversation and connecting. So there's so many ideas out there to stay connected.
Yeah,
pretty
absolutely,
cool.
Absolutely.
What about staying connected with our community? Like, we know in this time period some places have closed their physical doors. Is there ways to stay connected with other services in the area? What do you have to add about that?
Yeah, so a lot of other services are providing services, not necessarily as much in person, but they do have their phone lines that are open. They have their email addresses. You can literally pick up the phone and just possibly have a conversation with someone. So all of those things are still available. There's video conferencing. I know some of the community organizations that have set up as well. So we don't want our clients or the community members to think there's nothing for them. Like I said, under the circumstances that we're in right now, there are a lot of outlets that are still available. So reach out and find out what is it that you may need, and reach out to that organization.
Okay, totally. And like Sadia mentioned too, our services are still fully operational. We are here for you 24/7 and around the clock. Our office, is not open to the public, but we are able to meet with you through the phone, through video chat, or through the 24-hour helpline. When you need us, we're going to be there, so just please reach out.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add about your program, that the need to know, the essence of the program?
So this is, I'm just showing everyone the brochure, the amazing brochure that we have that Sarah helped me create. And really, this brochure here, and what I talk about as well, is the healing process, right? So like I said, I provide the options. Healing looks very different for each individual. So healing can look like just finding out what exists. Healing can look like I need to report right now. Healing can look like, you know what, I just need to let someone know, and that's all I need to do. So it's very, very different. If you do have family and close people in your life, the key message is that when someone shares something with you, the key message is, I believe you. Thank you for letting me know. I'm here for you. And then reach out to the community organizations like CASASC here and say, hey, this is what's happening and what are some of the services that are available. So just remember that, that healing is very, very important.